And let's get it. The NBA is back. Let's get ready to crack their ass. Bro, we got the combo props ready for liftoff. This is the first run of the combo props on the NBA. First off, there's rebounds and assists. And man, some of these lines already bumped and I checked them. So I'm gonna show you the ones that I played, or I'm gonna show you a slip that I'm gonna put together with the combo props. And then obviously the link will be available for you to put together whatever you like. Emmanuel quickly over 8.5 rebounds and assists at -130. I know this for a fact has been bumped to 9.5 and it's -115. I did not play it. And looking over at Pick Finder, I saw that he didn't really handle that over the last 10 games. But then I was like, oh, we have an all-star break. We're not looking at no historical data. You know what I mean? I like that. My model uses historical data for most recent form. Anyway, Domantas Sabonis, I don't even know if he's playing, but over 11.5 rebounds and assists at -102. Bang, let's get it. If he's on, let's look at points and assists, see who we have here. Stephen Curry, I do not think is going to play. I ran these last night. Well, I ran them again tonight, and it still had Stephen Curry. Some books still have Stephen Curry listed, but I'm positive he's not playing. Again, Domantas Sabonis, don't know. TJ McConnell over 11.5 points and assists at -108. We like. I'm on that. Points and rebounds. We have a ton of those, and I think this is where I put my parlay together. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But Grant Williams, we're going to be careful here with Grant Williams under 14.5 points and rebounds because I'm pretty positive a couple of players from his team has been suspended. Same thing with the Detroit Pistons if we see any props from that game. Speaking of that game, I got to mention that one because they played the Knicks. We'll get over there. Nehemiah's Keita over 13.5 points and rebounds. Definitely on this. They play against the Warriors, and with another big body, the Celtics are gonna look different, really different because of who is it, Vucevic, and this guy here stepping up. They're gonna look different. They play the Warriors. We like him to go over 13.5 points and rebounds. Keldon Johnson, he's been a beast. We also like him. I think he's on the parlay as well. Who's Julius Champagny? His line got bumped, or he just got removed from the books when I went to look. Over 10.5 points and rebounds at +100. Sabonis, again, I'm not sure who's playing, if he's playing, but Andrew Anunoby, Knicks at Pistons, that's going to be a big game. I'm pretty positive it's Knicks -4.5. They done got blown out by the Pistons twice by 30 points this season. So I'm afraid of that. I do like the Knicks. We're going to see what the model says when we get over there. But OG Anunoby over 19.5 points and rebounds. At Prince Sengun, I know he done heard Kevin Durant talking shit about him on his burner account. His rebounds and his points and rebounds at 27.5. We'll see if he go out there and handle that and just don't pass the ball to Kevin Durant. And Jalen Tyson's been one of the most consistent cashes so far this season. But that was with the regular points, rebounds, and assists. Anyway, we're at points and rebounds. He's been a beast on those and individual props. It's at 16.5 at -110. We're all over that one. And then there's a couple of players for points and rebounds, I'm sure. Some of the same players, but OG Anunoby at 21.5 PRA. DeMar DeRozan. It depends who's playing here. I keep saying, I don't know why I feel like I saw Domantas Sabonis was out, but DeMar DeRozan over 21.5. Definitely if Sabonis is out. CJ McCollum over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists at -130. Grant Williams again. Somebody's missing. You remember the fight. But those are the combo props. This link will be in the description. And there's a little glitch here because when I go, like, say if I click on rebounds, you see how the pills disappear? I had to go back, you know what I'm saying, to get the pills to show again. But it shouldn't do that. So that's why I put another link here that should have, this is the normal one with 3-pointers, rebounds, points, and assists. Anyway, hopefully that works. Rebounds, Sabonis over 8.5 at +112 is crazy, but still Queta. We like Queta over 6.5 rebounds. You can look at all the regular ones. I just wanted to go over the combo props for the first run. And let me show you the parlay that we put together over here. It's on Hard Rock, and we're gonna take all of them on points and rebounds. I think I like Sengun. I like Jalen Tyson, OG Anunoby, points and rebounds over 19.5. Keldon Johnson and Nehemiah's Queta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5 pick entry. Hey, I didn't drop yesterday, right? Obviously, Of course, I didn't drop, and then we hit the five pick slip on college basketball. It's Valparaiso plus 2.5, West Georgia plus 6.5. All of these was damn near sweat free. Not saying I got the points, but you get it. Richmond Spiders handled that plus 5 against Davidson, LaSalle, and Jacksonville State. But obviously, I didn't drop. But the plays were listed. The plays was here. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go straight to I gotta do NBA, but college basketball, I ran this a little early. There was still some games playing. Whoa. Go back over here. That's the parlay. I ran these games earlier, the props, the models earlier, but these were the games that was already complete, 18-6. They handled that. You can see them on the daily recap. Bang, that's kind of big. 24-11. And it wasn't a lot of college basketball props for yesterday, but you see that it was Georgia and Butler game. All Malik Mack props hit, and then Caleb Williams did not hit on his combo props as well. All the way down to the assists. Well, Caleb Williams' assists hit, Malik Mack didn't hit, but the combos did. Anyway, the college basketball did awesome. You see the teams in there that we did smack with. Still played a bunch of these straight. We called Rutgers plus 4. We called VMI plus 15.5. But you see Richmond, LaSalle, West Georgia, Jacksonville. Bang, let's get it. Look, over at the while I was on college basketball, I needed to see. There are a lot of games, but I didn't get to see if there was any over bets because we like those. How many are there? There's only 2 overs. New Haven Chargers over 121, and then we have Duke. Oh, Michigan at Duke is today? No, that's the 21st. I was gonna say I thought that was on Saturday. That's the 21st. That's a big board game. Over 148 is a must play. And then let's look at the auto bet plays. I can't spell auto. How many are there? There are 4 of them. Lemoyne Dolphins as dogs. They're one of the top teams as dogs. Minus plus 3.5. Lemoyne Dolphins. There's only 4 of these today. Drexel Dragons. The model didn't select them, but Drexel, Lemoyne. I gotta remember that. Prairie View Panthers. What y'all want to do? The model did not select them, but they're favorites here. Minus 8.5. We like them when they're dogs. And then the 4th one is CSU Fullerton. Again, they're favorites here. But while we on it, let me go check them out real quick. They're favorites here. Who the first one was? Lemoyne Dolphins. They're probably even gone because I don't know how to spell Lemoyne. I ain't seen him on here in a minute. Who was the other one? Drexel Dragons. Drexel Dragons 7-1, 6-1 is dogs. We like them. You know, Prairie View should be at the top here. Prairie View was 7-0. I don't know if this updated because they played a game and won it. Maybe the model didn't select them, but I just played them because they're just a hot team. Valparaiso smacked for us. Utah plus 10.5 smacked last night. But this is the cheat code right here. I don't know if Seton Hall won. I don't know if I played them. West Georgia, Minnesota, LSU, all those just smacked recently. Bang, let's get it. I didn't do the NBA joint. Here's the NBA players and the teams that we like for Thursday. Welcome back. Cleveland minus 15.5 against Brooklyn. I ain't on that. We like Cleveland, but 15 points. You know, I mean, that's what the model selects. I'm not sure if I'm playing that one. Phoenix Suns, it shows that it's an auto bet team, but Phoenix Suns was on the fade. I'm pretty positive, but I'm gonna go look because I like to be positive. Look at it. Phoenix Suns was down here, and this is the top teams to fade. It was auto fade teams. Fade this team. I shouldn't be seeing them on this list though. They shouldn't be with a fire emoji. I gotta fix that. San Antonio minus 7.5. Hey, Dylan Brooks is suspended. San Antonio should blow their ass out. I like San Antonio minus 7.5. Indiana Pacers is the auto bet team as when they're dogs. They got they're the most selected team as dogs, but as you can see here, they're 15-10. They're 15-10 over 25 hits, period, just when the model selects them. And then as underdogs, they're 13-8. You see it? Can you see that? The Indiana Pacers. So they're on the auto bet because they're 15-10 and they're 13-8 as underdogs, as you can see here. Bang, let's get it. Who's next? Let's go to Houston Rockets minus 2.5. but they're playing the Charlotte Hornets. And the Charlotte Hornets right here, as you can see, they're 5-1 as underdogs. What do you do here? I'll tell you what I do. I take the Charlotte Hornets plus the points just because. You know what I'm saying? Houston should have some turmoil, right? Watch they go blow their ass out. And they playing at Charlotte. But Charlotte had a fight and some people got suspended. You know what I'm saying? So that changes everything. It throws the data off. But as you can look at the bottom here, it says Houston Rockets, poor performer. They're 2-5 when the model selects them over 7 picks. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if Houston is on the do not bet list. Let me go see if they're here. They're not. Yes, they are. See, we fade the Houston Rockets. Look at this. We fade the Houston Rockets when they're favorites. When the model select them as favorites, they're 2-5. They're on the fade list and they're playing against the Charlotte Hornets, who's on the auto bet list. You know what I'm saying? So when I see this is how I know what to do. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter what happens. If I stick to the numbers, if I stick to the data, we should take the Charlotte Hornets plus 2.5. Might, you know what I'm saying? They might lose. I wish there was more points. You should be able to tease that bitch up to 5.5 and take the Charlotte Hornets. Bang, let's get it. Here's go to the biggest game of tomorrow for me. It's the Detroit Pistons at New York Knicks. I told you the New York Knicks should have been favored here about 4.5 points. They lost to the Detroit Pistons twice this year by 30, both times. And it was embarrassing. And I want to say the second game, Jalen Brunson played like shit. He started off like 2 for 15 in that game. I'm taking the Knicks. I'm taking the Knicks. The Knicks is also one of our heavy performers, as you can see. The Knicks are 8-3, 1-0 as underdogs when the model selects them. I don't know. I can't remember. I do remember the last time they were favorites and got blown out by 30. So as favorites, you can see when the model selects them, they're 7-3. As underdogs, we're 1-0. So New York Knicks, it is not just because I like the Knicks. Next, Boston Celtics minus 2.5. I think we play this, especially if Curry don't play. We take Boston Celtics minus 2.5. And then there's no other plays, I don't think, for the NBA. The NBA is back, bitch. What y'all want to do? The link's in the description. I think that'll do it. Did I show you the parlay? Did I show them the parlay? I showed them the parlay. I didn't show something though. Let's go see what it is. It's probably the best plays. Let's go look at the best plays. Hit refresh. These are the best plays. These are the top plays. 22 plays for the NBA tomorrow. Why I ain't got no college basketball in here? Anyway, Domantas Sabonis. We don't know if Sabonis is playing, but we know that Curry is out. I'm pretty positive that Curry is out. Correct? Anyway, outside of that, anything else that I like, which have to be put in a 3-pick entry until there's no more 3-pick entries. And these are, I don't see any combos in here either. But see, I got to make sure everything is available and these plays are being picked even over all of those. You get what I'm saying? This shit is so hard to keep up with. Not to keep up with, to get it to do what I want it to do. And then I always have another idea. I'm like, oh, I needed to do this. I'm just trying to extract as much data as possible so I could keep cracking their ass. I think that'll do it. I'm really Rico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.